Good evening on this Tuesday, the 13th of December. This is your 28storms.com Cyclone Update. Turning to the latest water vapor animation of Australia and surrounding waters, we see that much of the convection on the map today is over northern Australia, especially the Northern Territory and portions of Western Australia. Thankfully, there's no sign of development in the coastal waters, however, although there are some indications that the monsoon trough is starting to get its act together just to the south of Indonesia. But as of right now, there are no signs of tropical development. The same can be said if we work our way more toward the east into the Coral Sea and South Pacific. There's quite a lot of convection, but there's also quite a lot of vertical wind shear. The following is a 72-hour animation of the precipitable water, which is a good measure of moisture throughout the vertical column of the atmosphere. And what we see is quite a lot of moisture across the northern coast of Australia, and it's slowly on an uptick, especially in response to the enhancing phase of the Madden-Julian Oscillation passing through this portion of the globe. But we will continue to see an increasing moisture pattern across the tropics as we go deeper into cyclone season, and that is when we will begin to see a higher probability of tropical development near the coast. As we shift westward into the Indian Ocean, we can see that the trough or monsoon trough is continuing to advance more toward the northwest into Indonesia and closer to the equator, but once again there are no signs of development at this time, and the remainder of the Indian Ocean is extremely quiet. The latest 0Z run from the GFS model is keeping much of the Indian Ocean and surrounding waters near Australia very quiet throughout the next 7 to 8 days. The same can be said for the Southern Pacific, where the GFS is only detecting mid to upper level systems traversing some of the higher latitudes. And finally, the latest 0Z run of the ECMWF is not showing any sign of tropical development over the next 7 to 10 days. One more thing is the latest GFS ensemble forecast of the Madden-Julian Oscillation. As of right now, the MJO is in Phase 4 and Phase 5, which is favorable for convective activity over the maritime continent and southern Pacific, but as we can see, the GFS is showing the MJO steadily weakening throughout the next 1 to 2 weeks, so it is very possible that the MJO will become less of a factor as we go into the medium range, which means there will not be an above average chance of tropical cyclone activity, but that's not to say we can't have at least one tropical cyclone formation, and that is the main thing that we will continue to keep an eye on here at 28storms.com/cyclone. So thanks again for stopping by. We will have another video update by this time tomorrow evening.